She just wants salmon and also the hero's life. There we go. Let's see how this goes. If this works out well for me, here it goes. Switch targets and look out for this guy because he's got a cool sword. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, we got an updraft here. Let's use it. Hey guys, it's Anime K Swimming Bird, and welcome to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild on Nintendo Switch. This is part 13, so if you missed any episodes so far, please catch up with the links down in the description. Last time we helped the people of Kakariko Village, got blasted with fairy dust a couple of times, and witnessed a blood moon, truly the fuel of Hylian nightmares. So today we are heading back on the road, making our way east to Hateno Village. Our Sheikah Slate is still missing a rune, and Impa has told us that's where we can go to get it repaired. So we're going back down towards the stable, but we're going to take this other road to the side and make our way up towards that tower there in the distance. And I like the look of this next area a lot. It's got that wavy field of tall grass blowing in the wind, kind of like a Studio Ghibli movie. And it definitely evokes that first trailer we saw of the game way back when, years ago. And, ooh, we got somebody here on the side. I think we rode past him before. Hello, buddy. Oh, he's waving. Okay. Well, let's talk to this traveler, if that is your real name. I can tell you've trained your body well. I'd say you're familiar with both sword and bow, correct? That's a good skill set. Why don't you join the Yiga clan? The Yiga clan. We've heard a little bit about these guys. What? You don't know? Fine, I'll tell you. The Yiga clan, it's a powerful, brave group of warriors founded by Master Koga and dedicated to defeating a hero thought long dead. I will take your life. Oh, never trust Voldemort, he who should not be named there. All right, so this is a surprise ninja attack from a Yiga warrior, so we're gonna try our best to survive this. They are pretty tough. They don't have much in the way of HP. They will do a lot of this teleporting around, trying to rush in on you or drop in from above, but if you time your dodges right, you can get a flurry rush on them just like any other enemy. And there we go. He's out of here. I really love the inverted Sheikah symbol that they use, since they were originally part of the Sheikah clan. So we got some mighty bananas from the Faron region. Those will boost our attack. And he should have had a weapon here somewhere. I think we lost it. Where'd it go? I might have picked it up. Oh, it's gone. He took it with him. They usually drop these sickles that don't really last that long anyways, but they are kind of cool for a nice little melee weapon. So it either blasted off somewhere or he stole it, because he didn't die. He just kind of left. So yeah, we have to be careful now. Now that we know about the Yiga, it means that we're going to see quite a few of those travelers, and one good way to spot them is if somebody is kind of waving at you or freaking out and it's not, you know, in danger, like if they're kind of like screaming or look like they're afraid but there's no moblin around or anything like that, then they're probably just trying to get you close to attack you. So we got to look out for those travelers along the way. Gonna check some of the horses here as we go through this big field. Want to see if we can find any others, because as much as I love Epona, I think I need a fast horse that I can call my own. It still feels like we're borrowing this horse from heroes from other Zelda games a little bit, but she's cool. She's a great horse. I'm not knocking her or anything, but I want to maybe find my own horse that I can call my own. All right, so we're just gonna kind of trot through this field, but this is the place I was mentioning. It's a little bit dreary in the rain, but it is cool. It's got all these guardian husks all over the place, and some of them are still active, so we do have to be careful. Lots of spotted horses out here, but if we do follow the road, we'll see tons of them over here. This is Fort Hateno, and this was a very important part in the history of Hyrule. You can see there's guardians all over the place here, and they all are trying to climb over this wall, but it doesn't seem like any of them managed to make it through, even though there's enemies right on this side. It's like, oh, it's a safe place back here. Not so much, because we got little stall bokoblins. I think they're called stallkins or whatever. Like, they all have different names that fuse stall, like the stall knocks that we battled before. Could probably steal their bokobat. Well, we've got a spot for a weapon. Hello, buddy. You want to tell me? That was a close one. Yeah. Hi, my name's Goril. Come to see Fort Hateno, I take it. That's right. Figured as much. It's well worth seeing. Fort Hateno here was the last line of defense between Hateno Village and the awful tragedy all those years ago. Everyone's gonna come and pay their respects at least once in life, right? So yeah, this was the last stand, and Hateno Village, the place we're headed to, actually was relatively unaffected by the whole calamity and all these guardians attacking. It actually managed to stay, not destroyed and affected by all this madness. So there's a little cabin over here I kind of want to dip into. We'll see if somebody's home. Hello. Let's talk to this guy, one of the few glasses-wearing characters in this game. When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purge the seal from the shrine. I'm not wrong, am I? I must be around here. What are you up to? Let me guess. You caught wind of the great Dr. Calip's groundbreaking research and just had to meet him for yourself. No, don't tell me. You're never even heard of me? After I've dedicated my life to researching the ancient shrines? Well, you'd better remember my name, for it's not the last you'll hear of it. And while I'm at it, it's Dr. Calip, if you please. I didn't study my rear end off to be called Mr. Calip. Mr. Calip's my father. Everyone forgets I'm a doctor for some reason. And since you asked, I'll inform you that I'm engaged in analyzing ancient texts. I haven't time for idle chit-chat. Ancient texts. Soon, my long years of research will be revealed, and all the world will hail it as the discovery of the century. To prevent any undue attention, I haven't even told my family about my work. You'll understand, I'm sure. Of course, Dr. Calip. Doctor. Did I just hear you call me doctor? As in not merely Calip, but Dr. Calip? It rolled off your tongue so naturally, it was downright salivary. This changes things. Very well then, I'm feeling charitable, so I'll let a few things spill. This is just between us, understand? When a dark light resides in the cursed statue's eyes, pierce its gaze to purge the seal from the shrine. I'm still in the process of deciphering that one, so I don't suppose there's any harm in sharing it with you. That's my life in a nutshell. Days filled with researching shrines and nights spent studying ancient text. That leaves no time to converse with passing strangers, so farewell. Alright, so we got a shrine quest, a little different from a side quest. It's actually linked to a shrine, so we know that's in our future. Today's research trip is on hold. My glasses are unfortunately metallic. In this weather, my life could be at risk. What do you mean? I don't mind a little rain, but the lightning in Hyrule is alarmingly attracted to anything metallic. No, on days like this, it's best to shut oneself in and wait for the rain to clear. If you must go gallivanting around the countryside, take care you don't get struck at least. So a little warning that we'll have to deal with lightning later. There's a worn-looking book here. Will you read it? And he's got his clues in there in the ancient text. So if we wanted to, we could kind of hang around and sleep in that house there. Ooh, there's somebody else on a horse over to the side. Get rid of that. Choo-choo. Hello. What are you up to, buddy? He's got a cool blue spotted horse. Oh, Joot, look at that mustache. Are you ready for some top-secret horse-based intel? There's a food that horses just love. It's carrots. Yeah, I suppose that does seem pretty obvious in retrospect, but by the way, you can buy carrots in Kokoriko Village. I've already got some. Okay, Epona, come on, let's get out of here. We got another traveler. Oh, they're scared. Maybe she's just running because of the rain. Not good. She's got her own diaper boy. It looks just like mine. I think that's the one that was back at the stable, our twin. They travel all over the place, all these people. But I won't call them travelers because they're nice. We got a bokoblin camp over there. And we're gonna try to follow that guy's hint and find that shrine here, if we can locate it. So this little area tucked away, if you come here during the day, it's kind of suspect. Like it looks like a normal graveyard with all these little figures. We saw a couple of them up on the Dueling Peak summit, but at night we can get attacked by more stall bokoblin. Let me make sure we got another weapon here. Look out! Ooh. Okay, good. Managed to block in time. We'll take these guys out. If you get annoyed by knocking their heads off and then taking them out, you can always just hit them with an arrow in the face, and then you don't have to deal with that part. But look, this one statue has creepy purple glowing eyes, so let's hit it with an arrow. I was getting rid of some of the arrows from the amiibo, but there we go. The ancient text did not lie, and there is a shrine in our future. So yeah, that's one of the side quests. It's kind of cool. It's worth doing to find a shrine, but I like that you have to follow the clues. They're not going to point it out to you. Dr. Calip will head over here if it is during the day or night, or that, any time really, if he's able to, but he mentioned, yeah, he didn't want to go out in the rain, so there we go. Before we go too far into the shrine, I do want to make sure we're not missing some of the side stuff here. There's an old shield there, but there is another one of these, and we know what to do with an empty bowl in need of a delicious apple. There we go. All right. And there's also some ore around here, so this is one of the better uses of a Boko Bat, or like a weapon that's kind of blunt damage that isn't going to last that long. I tend to use them to break open ore like that. Oh, that didn't quite work out. Do we have anything else I can smash it with? We got another Boko Bat. I don't want to waste my hammer. There we go. We'll just grab this stuff. Typically, metal weapons are going to be stronger at breaking that sort of thing, though. And you can use bombs, but again, the bombs, if you got stuff that's like a crate with apples and things like that, it might just blast them all over the place and make it very difficult to collect any of that stuff. All right, we're heading into the shrine, and by the time we get out, hopefully it'll be morning here, and then we can head back on the road towards the tower. So that's typically the thing you want to do first when you go into a new region is get the tower. You don't have to, but it definitely helps keeping track and pinpoints a lot of areas you might want to go into, because they'll all be put on the map and have different names and whatnot. And this, I remember this trial from the Treehouse, Nintendo Treehouse, playing it at E3. This is one of the crazier looking ones. This is Trial of Passage, and we're gonna head into this giant wheel here. It is filled with sand and traps, these little iron balls, which we can move around with magnesis. So if they get in the way, or we just want to boot them out and not have to deal with them, I can just kind of throw it out there and get it out of here, or just whip them over to the side where they're not going to get in our way, because this huge thing is turning around. This is more of a stasis trial than a magnesis one, though. So if we make our way up here, then we can freeze this thing right when we want to. So it'll make it a little easier to get over to the side and get this little chest tucked away. Ooh, there's another one down there, and if I'm quick enough, I should be able to get to that too before the stasis runs out. Here we go. Yep, there we are, and that's both the bonus chests, I believe. We got a spear. Do I have room for it? Okay, good. Even if you're not planning on taking a weapon out of the shrine with you, I still think it is a good idea to take it out of the chest, and then you know if you happen to miss a shrine or a chest in any of the shrines, because it only tells you you've found all the chests if you happen to actually open them and get the stuff out of it. And we might still be able to get over here, even though we didn't get the longer platforms. There we go. And if you ever want to cut off a stasis early, you can just do the same thing as Cryonis, where you kind of hit it again and break that rune. All right, and then we're just waiting for some stairs here, although I gotta hit the gear if we want to do that right. They don't really need to be all the way up. It looks a little off, but there we go. All right, and that's the end of that shrine. So pretty quick, but a lot of them, they can take a little bit to puzzle over. I like kind of taking the time to look at the surroundings and just work a puzzle out in my mind a little bit before I jump in and do that, but had the advantage of having seen that one before from the treehouse and everything. So we got 4 spirit orbs, meaning we can get a boost, and I am gonna, yeah, we got a decent amount of hearts. Still risky every time we go into a big battle, but I want to finish that stamina wheel. So 12 shrines down. You can keep track, divide it by 4, and you see how many upgrades you get and everything. And the loading screen also keeps track of how many Korok seeds you have in total. So even if you've spent them with Hestu to do his crazy dance, then we can still know how many we've found overall of the 900. And yeah, another cool thing when it rains is, well, it's got mostly bad stuff, I feel like. You get struck by lightning if it's storming, and then you also have the whole thing of not being able to climb very well, which can be frustrating, but it is nice that you do find more plants and things growing. I'm not going to bother to collect all this stuff, but you can find a lot of stuff growing, and then if we do find a vendor, I think there's some traveling ones on the road we might be able to locate, but if we happen to find one, then we can use our rupees a little more efficiently, because we'll be able to save some money. They tend to sell stuff a little cheaper on a rainy day. Also, a sign of a traveler is sometimes they will actually just grab you into a conversation even if you don't want to talk to him. What's wrong? What do you need? I need grilled salmon. You what? Aw, she just wants salmon and also the hero's life. So this is another Yiga ninja. They're all over the place now, yeah. It can be a little bit frustrating to deal with. He's gonna try to drop on us. See if we can, nope. This is probably a slow weapon for this type of battle. Let me switch over to our new spear. That should work well. We can dodge. There we go. Get him. Stunned. It seems like it. Yeah, the sound effects for them taking damage sounds like a guy. So I wonder if they're just able to use disguise magic and completely. I just thought they maybe put their costume on over their, normal body like they were just normal Hylians, but they're kind of disguising themselves as Hylians, and they would probably look like Sheikah. So I think it's just some type of magical disguise. A grim weapon favored by the Yiga. The half-moon shape of the blade allows for the rapid delivery of fatal wounds that serves as a symbol of their terror. Its durability's low. So the sickle I feel like is a good indicator of what the Yiga are about. They're scary looking, but maybe not so tough if you know how to handle them. There's that camp over there, and this is something that I did not realize at first, but it kind of shows how the loading screens can be helpful, because I didn't realize that you can actually stasis these explosive barrels, and they will not just explode if you hit them while they're in stasis, at least. So I'm going to try to do something here and maybe direct this at the camp. There we go. Let's see how this goes. If this works out well for me. Here it goes. Yeah, all right. So I love that you can do stuff like that and just bombard those moblin unsuspecting. I think that's the whole purpose that these are here. Otherwise, you could just blast them, I guess, and explode all those barrels and lose a bunch of stuff in the river. But yeah, it's a cool touch that you can actually launch them. The other thing I could have done if I had a Korok leaf was use the wind to my advantage and put some octo balloons on those and just kind of float them over the side or whatever. This guy's almost done, so I'm just gonna pop up and hit him with an arrow before he really knows what hit him. There we go. It's a little bit foggy out in the morning. It's not even day technically yet, so they didn't know what was going on. How about we sneak up and see if we can get this guy before he even sees us. We might be able to get up on the guard tower and actually get him with a sneak slice. Roasted acorn, yeah, that's another effect of explosive barrels, is that sometimes you light things on fire and make them real toasty. Oh, he heard me. Uh-oh. Man, you can't really run even in the sneaking suit, the Sheikah armor. They're still able to hear you. I figured we'd be safe, but yeah, I gotta at least go walking speed, I think, to be safe. We took him out though either way. Okay, let's grab their meat, of course, and then steal their treasure before we hit the road. There's a couple ways we can go up to the tower, but I want to stick with Epona. I don't want to leave her behind, so let's grab this and get back to her. She's probably lonely over there with all those explosive barrels. And yeah, I guess I'll use a bomb on these because I want to save my weapons, but yeah, this is probably just going to amount to apples flying through the air. There we go. All right, but yeah, you usually get them. It's not like anything in a crate is going to be too useful, mostly. And I'm going to switch back to my other armor, though, because I like the extra defense. Being able to sneak around is helpful, but typically want to have that extra defense. Plus, the hood looks cool. I like how he looks like a lot of the artwork for the game. When we get to Hateno, we can do some cool stuff with our armor, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, Epona, let's go. I cut off my whistle because I was running right after it happened. All right. I did hear of there's a way to, I've never actually tried it. I wonder if, nope. I haven't practiced it, but there is a way to jump off your horse and shield surf and get back on and just keep all your stamina on your horse. It's kind of another technique like the whistle running that will help you conserve that, but I've heard it's a little difficult compared to just normally riding the horse. I'm somewhere still safe. I do not know the purpose of your journey, but there's a place that I recommend you pay a visit to. Deep in the recesses of Mount Lanayru lies the Spring of Wisdom. It is a storied spring to which I am making a pilgrimage. You're walking the wrong way. So yeah, past Hateno village, there's a mountain that is huge and very cold that we're gonna head to. pretty soon here. Whoa, gotta look out. Ah, I jumped at the wrong time. We lost my bonus heart. I gotta be careful. The farming hoe is nothing to shake a stick at. All right, there we go. I'm gonna use this sickle on him and get that back. For the hero of grime. Oh, there's multiple ones. They got a pitchfork as well. Ooh, geez, we might want to eat that steak that we just stole. And maybe an acorn as well. Yeah, 1 acorn and a steak should be the correct amount to heal. I also might switch weapons, because it seems like this sickle is putting me in harm's way. Uh-oh, getting the pitchfork. These guys, they should stick to farming and stop attacking poor travelers on the road. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I wanted to finish him off with that. I like doing that jumping strike with the spear. So we got these. I'm going to take the pitchfork, because I do like spears a lot. And we got enough, heavy swinging weapons. What can we get rid of, though? I got to keep my mop. I think we'll stick with what we got, because the pitchfork is the same amount of damage as the spear we got out of the shrine. It just won't last as long. And we have made the road a little safer. But yeah, the mop, I know it's not worth hanging on to. It doesn't do much damage, but I want to hold on to it until we get somewhere where I can make it, at rest. I'll set it down, I'll leave it, and we'll maybe pick it up again someday. But I'm determined to keep that mop for a little while longer. Hateno Village is this way. The equestrian riding course is over here. I've got enough arrows where we could try this, but there's a bunch of enemies around, so I'm going to have to be careful. But yeah, we can take all these moblins out, but there's a bunch of targets here. I missed that one. The faster your horse, the tougher this sort of thing is, so it might be better to try this when you have a slower horse. But hitting all these does have a secret to it. Here we go. Some of them are a little tougher to hit than others, especially when they're farther off there. Ooh, that was close. So anyway, yeah, this is worth doing just to practice your archery skills if you want, but at the same time, it's something where you might want to clear the enemies out. I'm not doing that. I think we'll be okay. We could clear these guys out, though, just to get some good stuff, but they seem to be not really noticing me that much, or if they are, they're worried about the rain or just hanging out and doing their thing, scratching their butts or whatever moblins are wont to do. Oh, was that all of them? We're missing one somewhere. Gonna have to switch bows here because we're running out. Where did I miss one? It's raining, so it's gonna be a little tougher to find this stuff. But unless they're on the inside, I think we got all of them though. Suspicious. There might be one up on... Oh, there it is. There we go. That should be... Oh, wait. There's one... There we are. So that's the last one. And it was a Korok. A lot of work and a lot of arrows for a single Korok seed, but it's worth doing if you want to get more inventory. Okay. Epona, stay here. Don't let any moblins ride you away. There's a little cabin here to loot from that the moblins haven't seemingly taken over. There we go. So we got our arrows back. That was worth doing. I think any Korok puzzle is worth going out of your way to do, just because it is super helpful to have more weapon space. Had some more arrows in there as well. Okay, let's get out of here before the moblins realize that I was just riding circles around them, literally. And yeah, there's some more stuff in the forest, but mostly enemies. We're out of here. We gotta head back up and turn the other way. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. I'm surprised they didn't really notice me. I guess because it's raining, it's a little bit tougher for them to even know that I'm here, because the rain does mask your sound quite a bit. So this way to Hateno Village. We don't want to miss the tower, though. It should be around here somewhere. There it is. So yeah, it's kind of back the other way. If we had gone the other route across the canyon, we would have gotten to it a little easier. So I'm going to have to loop around here, but Epona is fast enough to make that pretty easy. So many bokoblin along this road, just hiding behind rocks and waiting to ambush Link. And this is another forest that seems to have a good amount of deer in it. Oh, jeez, okay. She's too fast for her own good. I just saw something back here, didn't I? Am I crazy? I thought I saw a horse. That was weird. Is there a ghost horse? Or, no, okay. I was gonna say, definitely a horse. Oh, this is Jule. Did we talk to this person before? I can't remember. Come back. Jule, slow down. I know it's raining, but I want to talk to you. Oh, that's Mustache Guy. Okay. Just want to make sure. If their name pops up above them, then you know, oh, it's okay. If their name pops up above their head, then you know you've talked to them already. So you're good to go. Let's jump off and get on this deer. Oh, man. Oh, no. Epona, get out of here. This is not safe. I wanted to get on that stag, but we're going to have a tough time doing it if they are going to be all over the place. Here we go. Get out of here. Oh, no, my poor deer. Oh, dear. Oh, jeez. We're stuck in the bushes here. This is getting a little too hectic. I need to switch weapons. I wanted to ride that deer because I mentioned it before. I wanted you guys to be able to see that if you didn't see that already, but I feel bad, man. It's one way to go hunting, I guess, is to ride your newly found buddy into a waiting axe or whatever hit it. Oh, man. Okay, we'll find, there's more stags in the world. It's just a unfortunate end to that one that I was gonna soothe and have be my friend. And yeah, this is one of the benefits of having the map, of course, is I could pinpoint where we need to go here a little easier. But I know where the tower is. We could even actually stop and zoom in, give that a dangerous to go alone beacon. Okay, so we're back on the road, kind of a roundabout way, but we're gonna head. We got to see more of that side area with the ruins of that farm or whatever it was that let us do the archery practice. And we got, ooh, we just jump off of here and go have some fun in this little guard area to clear that out, because typically this type of structure, this is the biggest one we've actually tried to go battle in, and usually has better stuff than you would find in most places. We got this new axe. Let's put it to good use. Ooh, nope. Oh, man. That's one bad thing about some of the bigger weapons is that they're slow enough where somebody smacking you is going to get the hit in. Whoa, jeez. They can jump a long ways. Look out. Oh, Link. We're in a bad way here. Okay, one more acorn steak combo. Should help us out enough. There we go. I wanted, yeah, we got, geez, look at that shield. It's the same one I have, but it's sized up for a moblin. There we go. All right, switch targets and look out for this guy because he's got a cool sword. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, we got an updraft here. Let's use it and head on over to the other tree. Ah, man, they blew up the explosive barrels. You crafty little monsters. Hey, stop telling everyone. I think they know we're here. You blew up all those barrels, so I think they had a pretty good idea. And that guy's probably mad that we killed his guard buddy. There we go. Got him. Switch to my katana here. And just kind of glide in and drop one of those. There you go. Took out the moblin, I think. If not, he's going to be making his way down to us. Oh, man. The blue ones are always tougher than I always suspect. And that's the only enemy we've really run into a blue version of yet so far. They'll all get tougher as we go. We got a nice Hylian rice, which is the staple crop of Hateno. They've got a lot of fields of rice and cows and whatnot. Oh no, he's still alive. Okay, he survived the onslaught of barrel explosions just as well as I did. Okay, phew, that was a little intense, but hopefully exciting stuff. Oh, there's one more up here. Hey, buddy, gonna send him off the side and check out the chest. Typically, you don't want to knock any archers too far away because then you might miss the arrows that they're gonna drop. They almost always drop that bundle of 5 arrows. Okay, Epona, get down from there. That's where monsters live. We're gonna head back on the road and towards the tower up on the hill. There's another sign here that I want to check out though. A Loshlo Harbor. Okay, so that's another important place that I want to head to eventually. I love, yeah, the more you go around, the more you start to recognize landmarks, and we can see the dueling peaks in the distance, so it's nice that we get that sense of place. Ooh, we got some, ooh, I didn't mean to jump off. I was getting ready for an attack. Got psyched out a little bit, but there we go. Come on, Epona. We're going back for another run. It's a joust with a moblin. Let's do this. He's mad because I killed his little friend. That's okay. Okay for me, at least. He wanted to throw that guy at me, but I'm not going to let him. We can just charge through on Epona and do some crazy damage because your horse is just able to trample a lot of enemies. And it's one thing I actually didn't know for a long time, but you can trample guardians and just ram through them. If you hit them dead on, like you're trying to leap over a hurdle on your horse, then you can just like flip them over with your horse. That's how strong horsepower can get. All right, about to lose this cool katana that we got from the shrine, but it'll go to good use here. Dropping some rice as well. Oh, we just actually cut the grass, and that's what got us that rice. So still good reason to cut the grass, even though you probably won't find rupees in there. All right, got a torch, and oh, you can tell what they're trying to get us to do here, although I don't have any fire. Let's make our own. Light that. There we go. Try to always remember to switch your arrows back is a good rule of thumb. That way you don't accidentally use an arrow that you don't want. Epona, she wants that apple. She's like, I don't care if it's on fire. I'm gonna take that apple. Aw, have fun. I'm heading up this tower. We got a climb ahead of us. And on top of that, there's these brambles, just like at the shrine near that other stable, rather, sorry. Let's jump up there. Whoop, here we go. And yeah, there's brambles all over this thing, so I'm just gonna do my best to climb up here. It's about to rain though, oh no. Well, might not be in our best interest to start climbing now because of the rain. I'll have a couple apples too. Maybe I can make it up there though if I'm quick enough before, oh no, we gotta worry about all this stuff, I forgot. And if it starts raining here, we're gonna be in trouble. Let me use some of my stamina food and see if we can make it up quick before the rain hits me. It's gonna be bad. This is when you really just wanna wait it out, but I really wanted to get up there. Although actually we might be shielded from the rain now that I'm looking at it, because the tower has those ledges on it. We'll see if we slide down here. We should be all right though. You saw why it's maybe not great to use a ton of stamina jumping around. I want to take it slow so I don't have to eat up all my stamina food. Okay, but we're almost to the top, and we're going to finish up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to leave a like, I do appreciate it. And if you want to subscribe, more Zelda on the way. I think we made pretty good progress. I got to show you guys a lot of this area before we've even got the tower. But it's right here. Gonna be careful not to. I don't want to get all the way to the tower. Usually you'll fall and land on one of those parts, so it's not that big a deal. But I don't want to get all the way up to here and then accidentally slip down in the rain with no stamina. Okay, Link's very tired, but there we go. Thanks to the climber's bandana, made that a bit easier than it could have been. Okay, Sheikah Tower activated, and we'll get a nice spin around view of the Necluda region here. A bunch of huge mountains that we're gonna have to climb, like the one that was mentioned before, Lanayru, named after one of the goddesses, Nehru. Okay, and Lanayru is a province in some of the other games as well. Scanning area. We've got our guidance stone, which actually says, like, do not turn off, now loading in Sheikah script. There's a lot of little Easter eggs and sometimes even solutions to puzzles hidden in the Sheikah text, which is pretty cool. Okay, so if you're fluent, makes it a little easier. There we go, a huge region has been unlocked. So we're gonna keep following the road towards that little blip there, regional map extracted, and make our way next time to Hateno Village. Thank you guys for watching. A very different village than Kakariko awaits. I'm gonna glide on down to my horse, wherever she is. There she is, eating all the apples. Thanks again for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time when we cantered our way over to Hateno Village. Goodbye.